Hey guys, this is Tanya and welcome back to my channel. And today we have Manish with us. And can you tell us about yourself and your work profile, company experience, location?
Hello guys, I'm Manish and I'm having 6 year plus experience in data analytics role. Currently working with Harman Connected Services as a data analyst, and before that I had also experience with the Cognizant Technology Solutions. And right now I'm in Bangalore location.
So, how was? Can you share your experience about your interview for that particular company? How did you crack it, and what were your focus point during that?
So I will tell you my experience in Harman Connected Services. I started my career with the Cognizant Technology Solution. So there I was working as a ETL developer. So my day-to-day job was related to data. Then actually I did some online courses and I got knowledge of Python script, R programming, and I enhanced my skill. And after that I have given interview to Harman as a data analyst profile. So for that, as I told, I was a ETL developer. So I am having knowledge of SQLs, databases, but I don't have knowledge of algorithms, data modeling. So that stuff I personally learned it, and after that I did some projects outside, and there are a lot of stuff in online. So I go through each and every stuff, and finally I was able to crack it.
Okay. So, how was your experience and how many rounds were there and what did they actually ask you in that?
Sure. So I had 4 rounds. So in first round that was telephonic, and in first round they asked about what the project I have done before. So I have given them experience. Also actually I was a ETL developer, but I keep checking with my business analyst and my data scientist people. I keep involved with those guys what they were doing, so that I got picture from them, like what their day-to-day activities. So from that I got an idea. So in my project where I'm using data analysts, where these algorithms are working, so that idea I got from themselves, even though I was a ETL developer. So but I learned those skills what they were doing. So from that point of view I prepared for my interview. I told them that what exactly their people are doing, so I knew about what the coding they have done and all. So that I portrayed in my first round.
So basically, you spoke to somebody who was already working there, and that helped you during your interview. So guys, this is really something good. You can also speak to a person for that particular company. If you do not know anybody, find some jugaad and just speak to the person who is actually working, and it helps, as Manish is telling us. So that's really nice, Manish. And what all technology do you use?
So that is my ETL tools, Informatica, Data Stage, databases like Teradata, Oracle, and those Redshift, AWS. So these were those databases technologies.
Okay.
Also like R programming, Python. So these were the skills.
Okay. So you all know all these tools very thoroughly?
These actually I practice actually. So guys, I'll tell you, like I'm from normal background. I was placed in off campus in Cognizant Technology Solution. So after that I prepared myself.
Okay.
I learned technology from outside. So I was a part of in an end-to-end project. I was a part of some team, but I learned what actually going in end-to-end project.
Okay. So, what all sites and if you follow somebody on YouTube or some courses, can you share with everyone so that they can also get prepared using
Sure,
it?
sure. So guys, if you see, we are having Simplilearn is there. We are having Upgrad is there, and material. In online you can blindly follow anyone actually, but it's up to you. If you are practicing that will only benefit. If you are seeing just video, it will not benefit. You have to manually code the whatever they are giving you solutions and all. So these were the sites I followed.
So, do you follow anybody particular in YouTube who has thorough knowledge of your profile, your tools, and which can help others as well?
Actually, as I told, I personally followed the members in my team only,
Okay, okay.
because I know they were doing that role, but I was not doing. So I followed those people, and I have checked with them what they are having skills, and accordingly I prepared my skills.
Okay, as Manish is telling, you should actually follow and get an idea from your fellow teammates, and that really helps. Actually, when we talk about interviews and all such, big MNC companies, so whatever practically we are facing issues, these are something that can be given us by them only, I suppose. So it really helps. So. I mean, can you tell if somebody wants to apply in that particular role and in that company, what all thorough knowledge they should have? I mean, some specific topics or tools or technology.
So guys, you should have knowledge of SQLs thoroughly, complete SQLs. Why SQLs? Because most of the industry right now, they are having their own databases around. So if you are doing your data modeling in data, you require to fetch those data, and for that you should have that SQL skills for sure. Then when you are having SQL skills, then you should have knowledge of ETL, how ETL people, data engineer, what those people are doing. That knowledge you should have. So for that you should have business understanding. If you are having business understanding, then only you can put those business logics. Then first thing is SQL, second thing is business knowledge, third thing is applying those business knowledge in ETL tool. And there are so many ETL tools in the market, like Talent Free tool, we are having license tool like Informatica, Data Stage. So there are so many free tools also available right now in the market. Then you are having knowledge of databases, how databases are working, because we are storing data in database. So each databases are having their own functionality. Like Oracle, it is like their file-based system. If you go to Teradata, that is AMPS based structure. So all databases are having different behavior. You should know at least one or two.
Okay.
And then you should have knowledge of R programming or Python programming. I will not say that you will be like a web developer in Python, but you are having Python knowledge for data manipulation. Or else you can use R programming. That option is with you. Maybe you will find R programming is very simple as compared to Python, but Python is like now globally accepted language. So I'll prefer like you can give your time on Python. I mean, if you're having time, or else R is also fine. But I'm telling more opportunities in Python right now.
Python, okay.
And last thing is, at the end, see, if you are doing algorithms, you are doing TensorFlow, there are so many packages in Python. But at the end, you have to portray your results. So for that you need a data visualization skill. So right now in the market, Tableau is going, but many companies are having their own in-house stuffs. Or else I can say basic, you should have Excel understanding. At the end, when you give input your data to your algorithm and you get some output, you are able to portray that output through Excel also. So get these basic understanding and then choose some particular tool, then go through in some particular.
Okay, so that's really very informative, Manish. So with so many years of experience, how do you keep yourself updated with the technology? I mean, you must be having, many different tools coming up in market, and obviously you have to match yourself with the technology to stand where you are, and for your personal growth and professional growth you need to learn more and cope up with the requirements that are coming ahead. So how do you do
that? See, if you are having, because I think these days profiles are related to data. Most of the, if you are a Java developer also, then too you are somehow relating your work to data. If you are in data, then try to give time, like in work also. If you are having data, if you are putting some data, try to visualize that data. I'm not telling that you can, if you are having data in your office also, take some table data into Excel, we start visualizing it.
Okay.
Then you will get interest. And then if you are having, if you are learning R or Python, try to implement both thing in both language. Try to implement your project in both language. That will help you.
Okay. So this is how you.
So yeah, for that you have to keep motivating yourself. Actually, if in this industry if you want to grow, you should have end-to-end knowledge. So end-to-end knowledge, it's like you have to spend your time. So you have to give time for particular sections, and then you will grow. It's not like a one-night journey. You have to start actually. And initially, if you have started in a data loading part, that is basic stuff. And by time you can start learning algorithms. There are linear regression, there is like logistic regressions. There are so many algorithms which might you are applying, or which might you have studied in your college also, but you never applied. So take simple data and try to implement those things.
Okay, that's also very helpful, Manish. Also, can you tell 5 most important topics or technology tools that if one has, that is very easy for them to crack the interview for that particular role in that company?
So guys, if you see, people will say machine learning, people will say artificial intelligence. So these are like, some will say that reinforcement learning. So these are high, very attractive words. But I will say you should have knowledge of that. But first start clearing your basics. You cannot go directly and putting your machine learning algorithm in the first role.
Yeah.
First, try to understand the data. People in the industry right now, people are having this skill. If you see every day, you are having advertisement for some courses and all. So people are there in the market with that skill. So you need to see the data. You should know the grain of data. You should have business understanding of the data.
Yeah.
So I will say, if you are having business understanding, or this is the final output you want, then there are so many options. Okay, these are the algorithms. If you have business knowledge clear, you will start implementing your knowledge.
So these all things will help actually for me to crack that interview?
Sure. People will not ask like what is this code, what is TensorFlow code will do. So people, what is CNN? People will not ask those. People will try to judge, okay, this is the data, and are you able to, you know about the data, and this algorithm definitely you should know. And you might know because you are studying that.
Yeah.
But how, in what stage? Because see, they are already having people, but they want somebody like who will also know knowledge of other stuff also.
Mm-hmm.
So if at the end one data scientist is there who has to implement their machine learning code, but for that machine learning there is a lot of people behind. Like I said, data engineer is there. So people like visualization engineer is there. So you should have those knowledge also. So because you are the person who has to interact with business also, and you has to interact with different line of business also. So I will say get knowledge of those kind of business also.
So when we talk about, this series is all about practical stuff that we face during our journey, and it happens that you might face some problem during your work. So what do you do that time? Obviously every human being, we are such creatures, we can't learn everything at a time. We know little and little about few things. So there must be something, some technology or something that you might have faced that lack in you, and if it would have been there, you might not have faced such issues. Have you ever come across such situations in your life professionally?
I will say it is about like you have to give your time. So if you have dedicated, okay, you have to move, or if you are in that field only and you have to grow in that field, or else if you are switching your profile to some other technology, you should have to give your time.
Okay.
So I will say that is basic requirement is your time. You are giving your effort. And then if you face, as I told, follow some channels. There are so many stuffs available in YouTube, even in Google. Follow one particular channel and try to practice those things.
Okay.
So if right now Udemy, Coursera, there are so many things. If you will stuck somewhere, people are there to help you. But you should know like what is my problem.
Okay.
So right now I will say that like after seeing this video, people will start jumping, they will start learning SQL. But they will just read it. They will not try to implement those things. So that is my question. People will like give up in short terms,
Okay.
or they just want to grab knowledge within one day.
Uh,
Divide into chunks, and then try to clear 1 month. I'll give this to data understanding part. 1 month I'll give to business understanding part. So like that you have to prepare yourself.
okay. Any tool that you feel you should know and at present you don't know it and you would like to learn to enhance your own skills?
Guys, like R programming and Python, as I told, they are free available tools. You can download in your laptop and start coding from today. And if you are having SQLs, there are so many online available platforms where you can do your SQLs. So these are like freely available tools in the market.
Can you like tell few platforms where they can get it?
Guys, R and Python, you will directly, they are having their site. If you will Google like R, download R programming, download Python, they are available in the Google. So in SQL, guys, we are having MySQL free version available in Google. You can download that and practice. Also, we are having W3 classes, which they will provide a SQL platform also.
Okay. So how is your work culture in your company? Harman, right?
Yes.
So how is the work culture there?
So guys, work culture it is good actually, and because you are working in great stuff, so you will like this work. So day to day you are interacting with business people. Even sometimes you will interact with CTO, CEO people
Okay.
because they want some reports. So it is like great atmosphere,
Mhm.
and you will love your work.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, how do you see yourself in coming time? Where do you see yourself?
So as I told guys, my funda is like get knowledge of end to end, and I'm still working in that way only. So I'm telling myself as a data analyst. So I have a knowledge of data thing, data visualization thing, ETL thing. So every day I keep motivating myself. If I see data, that is attracting to me. So just get knowledge of end to end, I will say.
So, what is your next step in your life? From this position, like this profile, to where do you see yourself next?
Actually, I'm thinking that currently I'm working in retail industry, and also I'm planning for some IT analytics stuff. So I'm going through that. How can I implement from knowledge from my retail knowledge to IT industries and IT analytics?
Okay, that's really informative, and I hope this is really useful. So, apart from all that, do you have like some hobbies and that you really feel that one should have, and to keep yourself motivated in your professional journey as well?
Definitely, you should have some other motivation, guys. My hobby is dance. I'm
Okay.
looking fat, but
No, I
but
must
I'm-
tell that I've seen him dancing, and he's really a very flexible and good dancer.
Yeah, that is my hobby also, and that also keep me motivated.
Okay, that's nice. So, any like final tips or learnings that you would like to give from your interview perspective to everyone, for which would help them to crack their interview?
So what I see in the market, even we are taking interviews, people are faking their profile. So I will say, don't fake your profile. People are having knowledge. They are learning from outside. Everybody knows. But try to talk to similar skilled people. If you're not in your office, try to search in colleague in the market. People, data analysts are having their channels also. You can talk to them. And if you want, you can get tips from me also. So you can talk to people and try what they are doing. And on the basis of that, you should have that understanding and then portray your project accordingly. Don't blindly get some project from Google and show your fake profile to the others. People know that.
Okay, anything else that helps?
Yes, and as I told before also, guys, don't directly go to machine learning, artificial intelligence. These are catchy words. Try your basic things clear, and if you love data, definitely you will get your mark.
So thank you, Manish, for being here on my channel today and giving your precious time and valuable knowledge. Sharing with everybody. That really helps, and I hope this video is useful for you guys and helps you to crack interview for Harman and for the specific profile. And really thank you, Manish.
Thanks, Shravani. And people, I will say, please subscribe, like, and share this channel.
Have a nice day. Thank you.